Hello riders, I'm Dr. Fiona Hargraves and I'm so excited to tell you a little bit more about my Fit Science EQ app. It is an online fitness club for equestrians, but it is more than just a fitness app and it is a lot more than just some rider fitness programs. It is the best of both put together. I've chosen an app because it is delivered to you wherever you are, do anywhere workouts, at home, at the gym, in the stable, in the paddock. I've used some premium personal training software for a customizable experience, and the structure that I've built into it helps riders build skill, autonomy, and habits that will all contribute to great fitness and riding and performance in the saddle. And of course, it's all designed by me. I'm an equestrian sports scientist, nutritionist, and a behavioral science researcher. So, what's in it? You get, with a Fit Science EQ membership, you get your choice of my signature rider fitness programs, a couple of different levels. I'll talk about that in a minute. You get my Habit Hacks program. This is a 12-week habit change guided experience, if you like, that I have created. And it's not just learning about it, it's doing. So every week, it's actually coaching you through the process of changing habits, and that can be used over and over for different goals. I have other rider-specific and general fitness programs. The guided workouts for specific rider fitness levels are in the form of videos with form tips and an interval timer. You can have your own Spotify or other music player going in the background, but you'll hear what the next exercise is. You can have a look at your phone and see the videos if you need a reminder. And you'll also get the counting down for the intervals. So you can just keep working, and that's like having your own fitness instructor there for you. There is an extensive exercise library that you can build entirely new custom workouts as well. And there's a calendar. This was really important to me in this app, was to have a calendar that you can check off your activities. So check off your workouts. You can move it around to suit your schedule. So that is definitely an adherence strategy, that power of tracking. And you've got, you can add cardio to your program. There is a Netflix style on-demand video library as well, and I've popped a bunch of extras in there. So if you want like a 10-minute core finisher or a 15-minute mobility program, I've got a few follow-along things in there, just to add extra interest and fun and different focus to your schedule as well. There's an advanced nutrition tracker and meal library. How cool is that? So you can, this can take the place of other apps like MyFitnessPal. This app actually integrates with a lot of other wearable fitness technology and fitness apps, so that's really cool. There's a lot of capability to track physiological metrics, heart rate, also other habits like sleep, and lots more. Those are the key things. So that is really, really cool. I'm really excited about that. It was really important for me that this is fun and accessible, and it's something that people can stick with, because that's the only way it'll work. If it's really inaccessible or exclusive, riders just won't be able to stick with it long enough to have any results. And that's not what I'm about. I'm about results. So a quick look into the first two programs. The entry point, I guess, if you're currently not doing any exercise or you don't have a history of structured exercise, if you've never worked out in a fitness program, if you're coming back to exercise, coming back to riding, perhaps you've been out for injury and now you're cleared to exercise again, or if you just want something a little bit more gentle to start off with, you're going to like my Rider Fitness Foundations program. This is a 3-phase program. It's a more introductory or back in the saddle type program. It focuses on developing excellence in human movement, performing one exercise at a time, and building those foundational fitness elements, contributing to balance, stability, strength and endurance, mobility and symmetry in all those metrics, to both enhance riding and to progress to more challenging fitness training. Remember, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. But for starters, this is a great program just to get into it. For those with little or no exercise experience, those wanting a more gentle start or returning to exercise, if you want to focus more on your form, on your posture and correct execution. So if you don't feel like your alignment and posture in the saddle is great and you just want to strip back your training to focus on excellent human movement, this is a great place to start. The first 2 phases are body weight only. And then there's one 6-week phase that's going to introduce some basic equipment, just home equipment, light weights, those big, loop bands, the fat bands, things like that. I've got progression built in. I've got assessments built in, so you know where you're starting and you can actually see progression. The program starts with 3 15 to 20 minute sessions per week, and that's what I put in the schedule. That's what will pop up on your calendar, and I schedule them day 1, day 3, day 5. You can move them around. That's fine to suit yourself. You can also add more sessions, and you can add more cardio. You can add on-demand sessions. So that's a lot of fun. The next program is the one that a lot of general riders will want to do, and it is more challenging, but it's got to challenge you to change you. So if you feel like you're up for doing compound exercises, which might be 2 exercises at a time. So you might be doing, something for the lower body like a lunge and something for the upper body, like a shoulder exercise at the same time. So it's a little bit more challenging. It does mean that you get a bit more of a cardiovascular workout during that, as well as working on stability and mobility and muscular endurance and all those factors. So I've woven everything in together. Some of my workouts in the programs focus a bit more on alignment and balance. Some of them focus a bit more on muscular endurance and stability, or some might be more heavily focused on mobility. And so this one, the Rider Fitness Gains program, that's what I call it, Rider Fitness Gains. That's an 18-week, 3-phase program. And that is also designed to improve all of the requirements of the sport of horse riding. And it is very efficient programming. So I do pack a lot into those workouts. So they're not really, really long workouts. I know that riders don't have a lot of time for it. But in both of these programs, it is minimal, just doing these specific rider exercise programs. I do suggest if you have goals where you want to get, a lot more cardiovascular, you can add cardio into your schedule, and this app allows you to do that. It's brilliant. But some of you are riding a lot of horses, so you're getting a lot of other activity in your day. So, there is the ability to personalize how you're working for that reason. Anyway, the Rider Fitness Gains program is, for those who are ready to train and gain. So maybe you've got a bit of experience in exercise in the past. It doesn't matter if you don't. You'll still be able to follow along. There's exercise instruction, but you are doing often 2 exercises at a time. You don't have to be able to do that perfectly to start. That's the whole point of a progressive program. You repeat it over time because you get better. So you don't have to be perfect on day 1. No way. You want to get better over time? Sure. So basic exercise experience is helpful for this one, but it does suit most riders looking for specific equestrian training. 3 6-week phases. Again, I've built in progression and assessments. So towards the end of a phase, there might be more sessions, there might be longer sessions. There'll be progression over each phase. Again, basic home equipment will be used in all phases for this one. So bands, hand weights, a mat, a stick, things that you can pick up quite easily and for little expense. 3 to 4 18 to 28 minute sessions per week is what you're sort of starting on in there. And as I mentioned, you can add on-demand sessions for extra things that you want to focus on. So how cool does that sound? It's really cool, trust me. It's a lot of fun. So I'm really hoping that you guys are as excited about this as I am. Fitness programs start every Monday. If you sign up, you can start your Habit Hacks program. So get your goals and actions sorted, get all that locked in, start trying the app, using it, working on some mobility. I've got a pre-ride warm-up follow along that I filmed. There's a bunch of fun stuff. You can try some on-demand things, and there's some really, really cool stuff coming up that I'll let you know about later. But I'm writing a lot more programs to put into this, and I have so many specialty programs in development as well to keep it fun and interesting, because that's really important to me. So I hope you'll check out Fit Science EQ. Thanks for listening and happy writing.